Hey y'all, I'm back. All right, now the pop-up shop is officially over. It went really good. I had a great time. We had a nice turnout. All my vendors showed up except for one, which was my candle vendor. That's that. But I will say we didn't get a lot of traffic after all the things that I've done to help drum up traffic. However, the traffic that we did have was quality because people came in and they actually bought from the vendors, right? So it was a good turnout. I had a lot of great help. My son vended as well, and he sold a rug on his custom rugs. So if I were to do something different, I'll say there's two things that I would have done different. The first thing being that I would have ran ads on Facebook as an event ad earlier. I would have done that earlier. Number two is next time I have an event, I probably will not market it as a pop up shop. However, it will be run as a pop up shop. So, for example, at this event that I just did, I had a free paint and sip session, right? So, I had two tables set up with the paintbrushes, canvases, the easels. I had 16 seats set up for, was it 16? 2, 4, 6. I had 12 seats set up for people to just come in and paint and chill, right? We had the music, it was a vibe. People did come in and paint, but then there were some that just came in to shop. What I would do, my point is, what I would do different next time is I would post the event as a free paint and sip and then have my vendors there, right? So I had 10 other vendors, 10 including there's me and my son, and then we were missing one. So that's what I would do different. And the reason I would do that different is because I think number one, it will attract more people because paint and sips are really popular right now here in Georgia, Atlanta. I don't know about anywhere else, but it's really popular right now. So to offer that as a free thing to get them in would be really good. And I don't know, it's just really just a marketing and perception play because when you think of pop-up shop, you think of coming in to spend, you know what I mean? And even though you're going to come in and whether it's free paint and sip or not, I think it's just the mentality of it, right? With the climate of everything that's going on in the economy and all that stuff. So it's just a perception play or a marketing play. So those are the two things that I would do different. However, it was a great event. There wasn't anything that I would change. I had a great time. I sold some things. My son he sold a rug, and his rugs aren't cheap. I feel like just about every vendor walked out of there with a few sales. I couldn't ask for more. So I also want to point out one thing that worked very well when it came to this pop up shop, and that is to make sure you send a personal invite to all of your contacts in your phone. All with the ads that I run, with the posting that I did in local Facebook groups and things like that, that's okay, but nothing compares to the attendance of people that showed up of people that I actually text. I literally went through my phone and sent a personal invite to my family members, to friends, to associates, either through text or through Instagram DM. I extended a personal invite, and those people that I extended the personal invite to are the main ones who showed up that day. So the realization that I got through this event is how important relationships are, right? Relationships, I hear that, right? You hear it online. You need relationships to grow, you need partnerships and blah. But actually running this event and then having to reach out personally to people for them to come and inviting them is really what made this event successful. It wasn't the ads, it wasn't the posting in the group all day, it wasn't the posting on my timeline. It was the people that I actually communicated with and gave a personal invite to are the ones who really showed up for me and showed up for this event to support, right? Myself and the vendors included. So, relationships is a very vital part of running any of these type of in-person events. Now, unless you have a promo team or you have other people who are good at getting folks to come out to these type of events. If you don't have that, then you need to make sure you are building relationships on your own. So when you do these types of events, people actually show up for you and your business and just to support you in general. That is the major thing that I learned in hosting this particular event. I've held pop-up shop, let me see, I've done a pop-up shop either one or two other times before. I did posted a paid paint and sip. So I've pretty much almost done something every year. But this was the year where I realized this is where, especially because the climate that we're in the economy, and you're coming in, pop-up shop is to spend, right? Because you're supporting other businesses. But this, all the events that I've done and worked or helped in, this is the event that made me realize how important relationships are. So, if you're going to host a pop up shop, make sure you reach out to people in your phone and your DMs with a personal invite. And you're going to send them an invite. You're going to send them an invite at least a week to 2 weeks in advance. And then you're going to send them a reminder message the day before or probably the day before. So, if you take anything away from that, relationships, send personal invites, send reminder messages. There is a book that I referred to when hosting this event called The 2 Hour Cocktail Party. I can't remember the author's name right now, but I got it on the audiobook Audible. And I believe the author also has a YouTube channel. I'm going to link the audiobook below, but it was very helpful. And from reading this book, I is what gave me the idea to go down all the contacts in my phone, what type, when to send the messages for invites, and what to say. So that book was very helpful for me when it came to hosting this pop-up. The book is based around hosting a 2 hour networking event in your home and just like the steps of going through it. However, I took quite a few points from there and I implemented it into this pop up shop. Thank you again for tagging along with me on this journey to host my pop up shop here in 2024, was September 28th, 2024. I look forward to more events and taking you all along with me. I will do a separate video on the cost breakdown just so you know you better idea of what it actually look like how money does it actually take to spend to do this. So go ahead and on the playlist I should have several videos about the pop-up shop. Go ahead and take a look at those next videos, like us to the channel, and I'll see you later.